Hey guys, this is Andy McCann here in Woodstock, Georgia, and CrossFit Garage. So the question today comes from Rebecca from Tennessee. She said, what should I do for fitness when I am sick? I have a 2-year-old in daycare and it seems I'm sick all the time. Help. So hey, this is real. You can't get more real life than this. You put your kid in a new environment, all the germs get out there and they start coming back to you. The reason we do what we do is to become harder to kill. So the answer to your question is going to depend on, some of your reasons and what's coming up. If you have an issue with, actually, let's go with this first. If you are super sick, like, hey, I have the flu and I'm achy and I can't do anything, realize that sometimes the best medicine is to take care of yourself, right? So rest, relax, and make plans for when you feel better. Now, if it's not something that's totally taking you out, there is some medicine in movement. How much movement then becomes a question. I'm going to speak from personal experience and what I've done throughout my 18 years of CrossFit. If I get super sick, now if I'm coughing and spreading germs, I usually don't go anywhere. I'll just stay home and do something. If I'm just not feeling great, then I'll just move off to the side on my own and I will do something. And typically that something is just the warm up or maybe hop on a rower or a bike and just move. I have found for my own self that, again, movement can be the medicine that I need. I think what you need to remember is it's a journey. And sometimes there are bumps along the road. Now, I'm getting from this that you're saying you're continually sick. So I have a 2-year in daycare and I'm sick all the time, meaning I get better, I get sick, I get better. It's like a back and forth. So maybe that's the new reality. And what do I need to do? I wouldn't give up on fitness. You're in this for the long haul. You're going to invest in yourself all the time. Look at it like the market, like stocks or gold or Bitcoin. Do you buy high? Well, I mean, the answer should be yes, you buy all the time. Do you buy low? Yes, right? Sometimes when it's low and you've watched it for this long and you know it's low, you buy more. So double down when it's lower? Possibly. If you know it's going up, then yeah, double down, buy up. Or buy as it's going up. So what I would throw out there is, it depends. Let's say, for example, you get sick, you know you have a race in 2 weeks. Well, then I would focus on getting better. I would do everything that your mom told you to do when you were growing up, right? So make sure you get better. Get lots of sleep, get lots of fluid, do all that normal stuff. Dr. Bones can tell you all that. I would say, don't worry so much about the fitness. Get so that you can actually go do whatever the race is or the event that's coming up. Okay, so let's go with there's no event. It's just natural life. And I feel like I'm losing out by not doing anything. All right. So we use fitness as a hedge or protection against sickness. And let me back that up. If you go to the doctor and your heart rate is at rest is 150, we can all make a pretty good prediction that, hey, you're not very healthy. Something is wrong with you. 150 is not great. Okay. Now, if you go to the doctor and you're super sick and they're do your heart rate and they're like, hey, you're at 150. Well, they're going to be, yeah, of course, because you're sick. Now, let's say you're healthy and fit. You've been doing this journey for, 2 or 3 years. Your resting heart rate is spectacular. Let's just go with it's 50 beats per minute. Okay, so you get sick. You're going to move from fit through this continuum. Imagine a rainbow and you're going across this rainbow or the arc. So on the right side, you have fit and healthy, right? And then you go to the middle portion, which is just healthy. So a healthy heartbeat would be, like maybe 70, 80 beats per minute. So if you're at 50 and you get sick and it drops you to 70 or 80, your markers are, I'm actually just at the same place that everybody else is. Your body is harder to kill. You're going to have a better time fighting things off if you've given yourself this health and fitness. So you could be stacking all of this, I will get better, into the times when you get sick. So when you're feeling good, yeah, let's make sure we hit every day. Let's plan our schedule. If you know, I guess, I would add this too. If you know, hey, every month I get sick and then I'm good for a month and then I get sick. So I would edit my schedule and say, instead of doing 5 days a week of training or 3 days or whatever you've got, I would put it in there for every day. And if you're feeling like, I've worked out too much, I don't have anything left in the tank, then just make it a long walk, right? Make it an active recovery, but do every day so that when you get sick, you've stacked up some extras. Now, there is some diminishing returns to just doing 7 days a week of working out. Your body does need rest. This is trying to get on top of if I know I'm going to have down days because when I get sick for my kid, it's like flu and I'm out. then yeah, don't do anything. Now, on the flip side, as you're getting better, you could find movement is the medicine. So again, what I do is something simple just to get myself warm, get my body movement. I like full body movements. That's one of the reasons I really like CrossFit. It's constantly varied functional movement. So I'm going to stand up, sit down. You could throw a burpee in there. You could do some squats. You can do a whole bunch of stuff at home. It doesn't have to be complicated. If you're the type of person who says, if I get off a track, if I get my habits out of whack, I have a hard time getting back on that habit train, then I would still mark that time and do something else with that time. So let's say, I don't know, you typically work out at 8 a.m. Then I would still block out that time. And if I can't work out, I would still put on my workout gear or have it near me. And then I would read a book, listen to a podcast, something so that time is still blocked so you don't lose the habit of doing it. That's something that I see happen to a lot of people, not with a sickness, but a physical injury. Hey, I hurt my foot, my shoulder, my whatever. And they stop their routine and they could hardly ever get it going once whatever it is feels better. Or they say, hey, when my arm feels better, I'll get back to it. They never do. So stick to the routine. All right. If you have specific questions on that, you can hit me at Andy@CrossFitGarage.com. You can also follow me on all the socials. I have a podcast called CrossFitGarage.com because it's unoriginal. And I'm here to help you guys with your health and fitness needs.